Would you like to share something else about yourself, ma'am?
Okay. As you know, my name is Neha Rana. My native place is Himachal, but I stay in Mohali, that is in Punjab. I am a proud homemaker and an online instructor where I deal with the learners from different or diverse walks of life. I try to make them understand with the intricacies or difficulties of this language. And this is my way of learning actually. I love teaching. Teaching is my passion. So I found this way. I found a way to deal with my learners, to impart my knowledge. And teaching helps me to learn a lot. Besides this thing, I am a mellophile. I love listening to music, typical 90s Bollywood Hindi music. And I'm an easygoing person, a simple woman with small dreams. That's it.
That's really great. So, are you teacher? Yeah, are you teaching on
I can
offline
say
or
yes.
online?
No. I don't teach in that official setting. I have worked as a teacher, but I did not want my family to suffer just because of my job. So I chose online scenario. So I take sessions online where I deal with the English communication, English language, grammar, and all.
Okay, that's really great. Okay, so let me introduce myself to you. I'm Rajesh, and basically I'm from Nepal. Currently, I'm talking to you from
Okay.
Saudi Arabia, where I'm working at a restaurant as well as coffee shop as a waiter. And it's been more than 3.5 years I'm here. And talking about my schooling, I have done plus two, and after that, I had to drop out my schooling. It's all because of financial crisis. And then I have taken my family responsibility and moved in Saudi Arabia. So that is all about me, and along with that I have also one small YouTube channel where I upload some conversation videos, solo videos, and it's name with Let's Thrive with Rajesh. So yeah,
Okay. Fine. So how's your channel going on?
I'd say like it is not going well because I'm just a beginner and just I have started 3 months before, so that's the reason it is not going
Mhm.
well. But even then, I want to do my like I want to put my 100% to like
Hmm.
give a good content and informative content. So whoever come across my video, they can get some inspiration, motivation from these kinds of videos. So I'm doing that, and I don't know either it is going to work well or not. But yeah, I want to put my 100%.
That should be the spirit. Why to think about the results? Just give your best shot, right? And I would suggest you because you don't live in your country, you are out of your countries. You can show glimpses of life in South Arabia, right? You're living there, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia. Okay. Which part exactly do you live?
In Saudi Arabia, it's called Ava Estate, and that is a one of the beautiful estate in Saudi Arabia. And it's all
Okay.
because of it is surrounded by hilly area, greenery, and I am
Mm,
getting same vibes as I used to get in Nepal. But talking about another part of Saudi Arabia, there's you have to
mm,
face so much of temperature. Temperature would be always
mm.
50 or 50 degrees Celsius, always, because these are Middle East country, and there's a
Okay.
it is a I can say whole covered by desert, and because of that temperature would be
Yes.
always high. But I would say I'm so
Mm.
very fortunate person to be here because here temperature it is really pleasant, really amazing, and I like to be here.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm enjoying in the
Nice,
sense it's called
nice.
Ava State.
Mm. Okay, because you know what, when we when usually when we get to know Saudi Arabia or UAE kind of places, so the very first thing that comes to mind is desert, is that sand, the right areas of deserted areas basically. But as you just mentioned that it's a hilly area, so that is something
Yes.
different that I came to know. Okay, and how's your life going on? I can feel that you must uh, miss your parents or your family. But
Mm.
as you just mentioned, because just because of financial crisis, you had to shift here. So, you know what? That's what life is actually. We cannot, I mean, it's unpredictable, right? We never know what is going to be happen in the very next moment. But again, there is a saying that April showers bring May flowers, right? So that's how life works on. So keep your spirit always high, and I know your channel is going to grow very nicely. That's what I can say.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for everything. But I'm trying my 100% to
Hmm.
like make a good conversation and upload these kinds of video on my YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, even then, like I'm not getting a response. Sometimes it is kind of demotivate. But what is my responsibility? So I am following that and
Hmm.
I'm doing this. So yeah, it's going well.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. I would love to know about your English learning journey.
Okay. I have told it so many times, but again, for your audience, for your viewers, and for you, I would love to tell. See, I hold a master's degree in English literature, and I was always good at speaking and specifically at speaking English. It was never that I had that fear of speaking, but the thing was, being a girl from a very small village, we never had this environment where people still, if you talk about this age, till now, no one speaks English at my place, right? But yes, I was so passionate about learning English or speaking or having an interaction in English with people that I never stopped. I kept working on my communication skills, and I think teaching helped me a lot. As I just mentioned, that I am an online instructor. Earlier, I used to provide offline tuition classes. So that was my that was my area of experimenting with my language. So this is how my journey is very simple. It's all about consistency, determination, focus, and that strong mindset. I never gave up because I am a homemaker, and I can easily spend my day watching TV and doing my chores. But I have a very strong mindset. I don't want to waste my life in gossiping and doing these kind of things. I want to get that recognition from people. I want to get that acknowledgement, and I think I have achieved this thing to some extent. Now people know me, and they come to me if they have any issues with this language. And it's not only about teaching or helping them learning this language. It's more than this, right? I listen to them. I try to solve their problems. So that's how my life is going on. So my journey is all about hard work, determination, and consistency.
Yeah. Let's say like without hard work, determinations, no anyone they can achieve
Mhm.
anything else. Yeah. Even I'm the person who
Yes.
when I have started my learning journey. I have put in my 100% to learn this language. Initially, what's happened is every English learner they do procrastination. I also used to do. I used to
Mm.
think just spending a few minutes time, just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I would be able to speak this language. But later I realized no, it is a working, but even then it is not working effectively. So nowadays,
Yes.
what I'm doing, I'm just spending a lot of times on audio call, and whenever I get a chance to talk with a YouTuber or with a caller on video call, I love to utilize this opportunity. I love to grab it,
Mm.
and I do practice speaking on video call every day, and it is really helping me. And simultaneously, I do listening, practicing. Sometimes I talk in front of mirror, recording myself, and yeah, these kinds of
Mhm.
activities I do, and I'd say like these are really effective. Like if I'll tell you one small story, which just it's happened few days back. So, before having a video call conversation, I was not able to even talk with the other person perfectly. I had not that much of courage and confidence. So, first times when I had a conversation with the English ARE tutor, it was a trial session,
Okay.
and I would say
Okay.
I was not able to speak. I used to get nervous, hesitate,
Mm.
and taking a lots of pause. So these kinds of things I used to do, but after doing these kinds of activities last 1 month, I would say I'm able to speak now. I'm able to see
Hmm.
lots of confidence, fluency, and right now I'm enjoying it. I don't think I am lacking for confidence, but yeah, even then here and there, I feel sometimes nervous. I get stuck. Sometimes I even started to forget what, but even then it is a normal thing. Everyone they feel, yeah.
Yes.
So now I'm
Right.
yes. So nowadays I'd say
It's
like
very obvious.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Continue.
I'd say like nowadays I really don't consider about those things like getting a stock.
Mm-hmm.
Why I should consider more on it rather than like if I'm lacking for something else, why I would not work on that. And I'm doing that like if sometimes I get a stock for certain word, so I want to find out what kinds of word I should replace and use that like use
Yes.
there. So that's how I'm doing practicings, and yeah, it is a really
Mm-hmm.
effective, and I'm enjoying in my journey, and it's all because of English. It has become my part of learning and even fashion interest. So yeah, that's the reason I'm enjoying a lot.
Okay, that's wonderful to know. And see, if we talk about forgetting words, sometime in our native language we forget certain words, so it is perfectly fine. And we are learning this language. Okay, learning comes with lot of fears, doubts. Okay, but it depends on you as an individual. How do you take your learning? Whether you just focus on the mistakes or on the negative parts of your learning, or you just focus on the positivity and the outcome. That's what I have learned over the years. So now I don't bother about my mistakes. I don't really bother if I get stuck, if I'm not getting the appropriate words, because we are human beings, we are not machines, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
it's obvious sometime you are not in that good frame of your mind. Sometimes a lot of things are going on simultaneously in your life, so everything affects, right? But at the end of the day, if you are enjoying your learning, if you are not taking that step back, I think you are halfway there. So that is it. So keep doing that.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. Because we should not focus on even like making a mistake. Like sometimes what's happen,
Yes.
like when we connect with a better English speaker, if a person would be fluent English speaker than us, we started to compare ourselves with those people,
Hmm.
and stand us get nervous, and sometimes it make us stuck. So why we should like compare ourselves with other person, despite we can
Yes.
take it as an opportunity to learning. Like if person is
Right.
good at, definitely you would be able to get something else, you would be able to get
Hmm.
feedback, and many word you would be come across if a person is better than. So now I'm considering
Hmm.
these kinds of fact as a learning opportunity, and I'm utilizing it. I don't consider, yeah, that person
Very
is
good.
really fluent, and I should like compare myself, and I really don't consider
Hmm.
really. And yeah,
Yes.
and what do you
Nice,
think
nice
about
taking.
that, ma'am? Like if you are uh, approach any person, and person is a better English speaker than you, so how do you handle or tackle this kinds of situation? Are you taking as a learning opportunity or as a, I would say, negative side? So how are you tackle and dealing with this situation?
See, I always tell this thing in my videos that whenever you do something, do that thing with a lot of positivity. Okay? Because if you have self doubts, if you have negative approach towards anything, you are not going to learn anything. So my approach towards learning and my approach towards my life is very positive plus pragmatic. I never go for those strategies which are not going to be useful. Let's say if I'm talking to someone who's really who is at an advanced level, or and I have these conversations also. I have conversations with English Yaris experts. I have video sessions with clapping goes tutors, right? So I try to be natural enough. That's what I can do. I listen to that person. If that person is using, or if that person uses some advanced vocabulary, I jot down. And I if I don't know the meaning, after the class I try to find out the meaning, and then I try to use that word. This is how I learn, and I think this is how we all learn, right?
Yes.
Comparing in a negative way. is going to be harmful. So what we can do instead of, first of all, procrastinating, that's which you said that. So procrastinating things is going to trouble you. Then self doubt is the biggest enemy of us. And second
Yes.
thing, if you're comparing your journey in a negative way with other people, then you are going to put yourself in a pickle. So instead of comparing, I guess we should have that, we should take inspiration from those people who are really doing well, right? We can admire them, we can follow certain strategies from their journey to enhance or to level up our vocabulary or our speaking skills, right?
Yeah, absolutely. We should take it as a positive way. So definitely,
Yes.
if you are talking with a better English speaker, you suddenly
Hmm.
certainly you will come some good vocabulary and way they are
Hmm.
talking. It would be really different than you. So if you are taking a good things from those person, definitely it is going to help you to gain your fluency, even confidence. And if you are like tend to compare yourself with the other person, you are going to feel underconfidence if you will do that then.
Yes.
So we should not compare
Hmm.
ourselves. We should be like believing on ourselves. Whatever strength we have, we should
Yes.
believe. And with these kinds of knowledge, you can have conversation with anyone. Yeah.
Yes, you know what, Rajesh, when I started my actually, there was a time when I was trying to find some new content for my channel. I'm talking about second lockdown. Okay, so
Okay.
that time I came to know, uh, I guess I stumbled upon some video of English Yari on Facebook or Instagram. Then I took their subscription, and I started having communication and interaction with those tutors. So that time, they used to give me feedback that you need to brush up on your vocabulary.
Okay.
You are very confident, you speak really well, but you use very basic vocabulary. Okay, so I took this feedback as a challenge. I worked on my vocabulary, and now people know me for my idioms and phrases. Many people come to me and they ask me, how do you use or how do you, inculcate so many idioms and phrases in your vocabulary? How do you, how do you use these kind of phrases or idioms? So again, if I took that feedback in a very negative way, and if I stepped back, I could never be there, right? So I took
Yes.
that feedback as a challenge. I worked on my vocabulary, and now I think I have a good knowledge of advanced words or idioms or phrases. Even my students, if you ask any of my learners, how are you doing today? They are not going to answer, I'm doing well or I'm doing great. They are going to use idioms or phrases. I am fresh as a flower. I am on cloud nine.
Yes.
I am flourishing in my zone. So this is how they express. So yes, life throws challenges towards us, and this it depends on us how do we bounce back.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really amazing. You are teaching idioms and phrases of your students. So my they are learning a lots of things from you. And that is really
Yes.
amazing. But actually talking about me, I have a lots of vocabulary. I have also some idioms knowledge. But when it comes to speaking, I'm unable to use them. So like how I can use that in practical life. And as I'm talking with you, I want to use just little not fancy word,
Hmm.
but even then some like a certain word which I know that I want to use, but even then it is really
Hmm.
difficult to use them. So
Yes.
how I would be able
Hmm.
to use that and recall instantly?
I tell you one trick. See, next time, whenever you approach any YouTuber for a video conversation, select a
Okay.
topic. Okay, select a topic first. It can be any topic, reading or friendship or traveling. Then go for some idioms and phrases related with that topic.
Mm.
Okay. And while discussing, you can easily use those idioms and phrases because you have already prepared those in advance, right? Because if you are talking random stuff, it becomes little tricky to use idioms and phrases. But
Yes.
if you have a specific topic, you know that this is the topic I'm going to ask or I'm going to discuss this topic with that person, and I'll be asking this question, and you can use those idioms and phrases. So this is the trick, and I would suggest you to go for a topic, because then you get a specific that topic, then you can discuss whatever you want to discuss, and it gives that systematic approach towards your learning. So you can do this.
Okay, definitely I will do that. And yeah, and also like before this conversation, I was preparing some like asking few questions, and already I we had a conversation on these kinds of things. So yeah, that was really amazing, I would say. And yeah,
Yes,
but
really.
I would say like if I'm lacking for these kinds of like things where I want to use vocabulary and unable to use that, so I'm working upon that as well. Like whenever I
Hmm.
interact with any co-learner, I try to use them whatever I have acquiring, like acquired from listening or reading. So I try to
Hmm.
implement those things while having conversation with them, and I'm doing that, and that's how I'm able to speak. That's how I'm able to also use. What's like until and unless you will not bite the bullet, till then might you are not going to use them. Yeah, you will have to take. You will have
Yes,
to put yourself in some difficulty in some situation. Only
right.
then you would be able to use them. So like being in comfort zone,
Yes.
you want to become fluent speaker. Definitely, it is not going to
Hmm.
happen. Yeah, and learning
No, no.
English it's required also dedication, hard work, and as much you will do practice, as much you are going to become fluent speakers in this language. So
Yes.
I'm aware about that, and I'm doing everything. No matter what come to me, I want to grab everything, all resource, and put my 100%, and I'm doing that.
Yeah, you see, that's wonderful, and you have that confidence in you. Okay, you don't have self doubts. That's the best thing about you, which I observed. You are speaking quite nicely. Your body language is perfect. The way you are articulating your thought and the way you are presenting yourself, that's perfect. You are confident enough, and you know how to present yourself. Okay, and as you just mentioned, you are working on each and every module: listening, writing, speaking, and reading, right? So
No,
you
talking
are
about
doing each and
yeah. Talking about writing,
Mhm.
I don't do writing because kind of
Okay.
I'm not good at writing. But yeah, talking about reading or listening, I do a
Hmm.
lot. I listen like more than 3 or 4 hours. I do practice speaking
Hmm.
also 2 hours, sometimes 3 hours. And talking about like reading practice, I do for 10 minutes, 15 minutes in a day because I don't have a book. And due to I prefer to go
Hmm.
on ChatGPT where I search some certain topic and I
Yes.
read every day. So I don't have to even buy book or invest money to buying a book. Yeah, so from there I can get
Ah,
whatever I want. So that's how I'm doing practicing.
yes, and you know what? I think in my case, listening helps me a lot. So I
Yes.
listen, and this is how mm, learn so many vocabulary words. And yes, I am also not into writing. Hardly I write anything. Though I jot down certain
Yeah.
words, but if you say that I write a paragraph daily, no, I really don't do that, because I am already occupied with so many other things. But yes, listening and speaking, I think these are the tools if you want to be a better speaker, right? And then comes reading. If you are into reading, you can go for reading. Otherwise, you can choose any other option. So
Yes.
wonderful. And I think it was very nice interaction with you, Rajesh. I was contemplating when I would be able to have a conversation with you, because there was a gap of timing. But today,
Yes.
finally, we did this. And I'm so happy, so delighted to have an interaction with you. Hope to see you soon again. And all the best for your
Yeah.
future.
And I'd say like I also enjoy throughout of this session, and thank you for giving me this opportunity.